Wow. You don't realize as a cat owner how much hair you have on you until you're it's a really bright light. That's a lot. Um, Hello. Attempting a different thing today. But actually, I'm gonna put my hands in my pockets too. I'm gonna try not to do this as much. But see, just did it there. It is actually the evening time. It is not the morning time. Hello. YouTube told me in one of the reports that I really want to talk to my hands. It said in one of the reports that most of you actually watch this content at night, watch my content at night. So I figured, why don't we try a different video this week and release it at night, but also record it at night. And I'm glad that I did. We had a trailer drop today. I don't know if you saw that for the remake of The Running Man, starring I don't remember his name. I can't remember his name. The guy who was in Top Gun, the Sydney Sweeney movie. Other things. Is his name Colin? I can't remember. Anyway, trailer dropped today. Also, Josh Brolin's in it. Remakes, man. I'm pretty tired of them at this point. I actually have not seen a lot of people talk about the Running Man trailer. I know a couple of people have dropped review or trailer reactions since it came out, but not really feeling remakes these days. And if you don't know this, FYI, actually, in a post-COVID world, am not a big fan of going to the theater. If I go to the theater, it's got to be like some sort of like major thing that I have to see, like Sinners, for example. But otherwise, getting to the theater is like a real stretch for me. And something like this movie, even though like the action seems cool, but also knowing it's a remake, also knowing that we're kind of living through the Running Man times now, I don't feel like going to the theater to see it. But let me know down below if you have the intention of going to see Running Man, if you enjoyed the trailer. Um, I can't remember the guy's name. Anyway, it made me consider and think about how even in YouTube, at times it feels like we're always pushed to remake, remix, copy somebody else's work. And somebody who actually also mentioned this because I asked him in the comment section. I can't remember his name either. Right, hang on. So this guy, Cam Mackey. Well, that's not him. That's Cowboy. Yeah. So this dude, he's a YouTuber, does a lot of reviews and focus. There you go. He does a lot of reviews and they're actually more like films. They're more like shorts because he's reviewing something, but there's like a journey you're going on in his videos. And when I first saw his videos, the first couple, just looking at him, like it's a lot on screen when you see him. And man, this guy looks like a douche. This guy looks, the cowboy hat, the mustache, the glasses, everything looking like it's supposed to be rugged or whatever. Um, I judged pretty hard because he just reminded me of like a hipster from Williamsburg, my enemy back in the day. But then I was like, man, these videos are actually really good. And I started watching. I went on like a whole like marathon of Cam videos. And surprisingly enough, um, he actually seems like a pretty chill dude. I don't know him personally. But he's been doing more live streams. And the other day I asked in one of the live streams, how did you find your style? Ironically, the video I showed you was about making your own brand, right? Having your own brand. But I was like, how did you come up with your style? Like your film style, like how you make YouTube videos. And I actually also asked, did you copy somebody else first and like go through like a journey of like, this is the blueprint, and I'm going to modify it, which is how most of us tend to do things. And he said he kind of just started doing his own thing, but he based what he was going for off of his like favorite directors, Tarantino being one, Robert Rodriguez being another one. And when you see his style in his videos, it kind of starts to make sense. But he he essentially was saying he was more interested in getting his vision out versus trying to copy somebody else's vision. And in today's live stream, actually no, it was maybe yesterday's live stream. I don't remember, but he was talking about a documentary he did, and how because of YouTube, because of the internet, great album, you can kind of do your own thing. You have the green light to do your own thing. You know, back in the day, you did have to go to a studio, get financing, and then go put out a movie. Um, Not that you and I are doing anything that crazy, but you needed some sort of big financial backer to help you get content out, get a clothing line out. You needed that. Now you don't. Now you can really just do your own thing. So I think as we look at all these studios putting out all these like remakes and reboots and all that jazz, I think you as the creator, as the entrepreneur, whatever you're doing, I think it's important that you realize you don't have to follow those footsteps. You can say, hey, this is my vision, my thought. Let me put that out for the world to see if anybody likes it, see if anybody enjoys it. And hopefully your style is something that people look at and say, hey, blank person, they're copying you, or you influence them, that kind of thing. Um, yeah, being original. Today's Daily Planet. Have I talked about this before? I don't even know if this is a good episode. My brain's firing differently at the end of the day versus the beginning of the day. But I'll see if you guys like this video. I'll see if you guys like this time slot of dropping a video. And maybe tomorrow we'll do the same thing. We'll try something different. Maybe we won't try something different. I don't know how to end this. I also don't have my coffee. See you tomorrow.